Gentleman from Georgia.
Move to strike the last word.
Gentleman's recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I don't know if we've talked about the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage yet, but this bill does not do away with the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. First of all, Fannie and Freddie do not make loans. These loans are made by lenders, and so Fannie and Freddie does not set the terms of a loan. Also, the average time that a loan is in effect is 7 years. And so, you know, when you talk about a 30-year mortgage, I'm sure some time ago, or maybe some exceptions now, where people stay in a house 30 years. But the average time that before that loan is paid off is about 7 years. And, you know, the gentleman, my friend from Massachusetts, Mr. Lynch, said that he needed a bipartisan bill, you know, that like Corker Warner. I don't know who the Republican sponsor was on the Affordable Care Act, and I don't know who the Republican sponsor was on Dodd-Frank. So, you know, there's been a precedent set here in this House that when the minority was in the majority, they didn't feel like there was a big need for any bipartisan cooperation either. And as far as what effect the GSEs have on people buying houses, if you look at us, we're probably one of the only countries that have 99% of these loans by a GSE or a government agency. And yet we still rank 17th in the world in home ownership. And these other countries that are ahead of us have very minimal involvement in the purchase of these loans, the selling of these loans, the securitizing of these loans, the insuring of these loans. So I don't know, you know, why we think this 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is going to go away under the PATH Act. Because if anything, I'm saying that the choices for homeowners will grow. When the private market comes in, they're not going to have a lot of they're going to have more creative financing that can come into play. Now, if we can keep the CFPB out of their business, then they'll be able to make loans that are more attractive to homeowners to get into home ownership. I'm a builder. I was a developer. I was a realtor. And I want people to sell houses. I want people to buy houses. But one way to do that, I think, to really improve it, is to get away from that. Let it, as this bill suggests, go 5 to 7 years and winding down these GSEs and let the private money come in. Do you know of somebody that might want to get 4 or 5% on their money rather than 1% putting it in a bank, in a savings account? I don't think so. I think people want to make a return on their money and should have the ability to judge who has the credit worthiness to pay them back. So I don't know why this myth of the 30-year mortgage being done away with is being put out there. The only thing I can think of, Mr. Chairman, is that the only thing that they've got to hang their hat on is trying to scare people into thinking that the 30-year mortgage is going to go away, when I think that we're opening up more opportunities for people to be able to be home buyers. That I yield back.
Gentleman yields back.